Thank you for calling customer support for LifeLock. This call will be recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. I am able to understand brief sentences. Please tell me how I can assist you.
Fraud.
For an agent to further assist you, please press 9 on your keypad. Thank you. Please stay on the line while I connect you with an agent to assist you with identity theft. Thank you for calling Norton LifeLock. Your call will be recorded to ensure the best possible service. Please wait while we connect you to the next available agent. An agent will be with you momentarily. Please continue to hold.
Thank you for calling support for Norton and LifeLock products. My name is Aaron. Can I have your name, please?
Hi, Aaron. This is Travis Huss.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today?
Doing all right. I've been getting attacked from like some kind of hacks on my computers, my devices, my phone, my Wi-Fi in my house, and also my body and my mind sometimes. I looked it up. It looked like it was electronic harassment or electronic microwave weapon that's been attacking my body and all my devices in my house. And it took advantage of me or took my credit card numbers or my stuff in my house and stole my identity. Sometimes they can do a hologram on other people's computers or cameras that make it look like me. And they stole a lot of my information off emails in my house, my hard drives, any kind of information on my businesses. I have a business about certain things, and they did electronic harassment against my body, torturing dreams, emotions, and like some kind of drug influence maybe took advantage of me and maybe took my credit card numbers. I'm not sure exactly how much of this electronic harassment or a microwave weapon that took advantage of me, took my personal information off computers, my stuff, or when I was traveling, if they made me use my card, because under emotions, under electronic harassment, they can control you under force talk, thought to skull, voice to skull, mind to skull, and they can make you hungry, make you eat or sleep, which and drug induce you. So they took a lot advantage of me and maybe took my cards, took different stuff, and I'm not really sure. They depressed memories, erased memories, and brain fogged me where I can't even remember much what all happened when I was even here at my house or other places. So I'm not sure exactly how much money they stole out of my bank accounts or made me spend when I was under electronic harassment, being threatened by my family or my wife, trying to tell me if I don't do this or that, and stole my personal information. Um, so I'm not sure because they gave me brain fog and thought to skull and pain on my body like they still are. Um, so I'm trying to figure out if you can put a lock on all my stuff and figure out if they stole how much of my personal information is all over the internet, pictures, or any of my holograms were identity theft. Apparently, they're using my picture maybe in movies or my personal information from my house inside movies, ideas, hologram on people's cameras, or even in their dreams where they are taking my identity and acting like me. Um, and they used my credit card or got into my head and did like a force control action through electronic harassment and wiped my head or made me have brain fog or took my stuff out of rooms when I was there or by outside camera took pictures or used stuff or took advantage of me or drugged me. And I have no idea how much money they spent or credit cards or they threatened me to go buy stuff with my card. It was the FBI and the IAC threatened me to do stuff, and I was trying to warn people, and I black out a lot when they use the microwave weapon against me. So I'm trying to see if you can put identity theft on all my credit stuff, any kind of alerts on my social media. I put on my social media alerts about this electronic harassment and them attacking me, and I'm trying to see if you can contact my bank or any of places even I used cash or every place in the last 30 days or 32 days about when they were attacking me. And they still are attacking me, so I'm not sure what to do in a crisis when they are attacking me with a microwave weapon. And they're drug inducing me, brain fog, stole my identity in my emails, on all my computers, hacking them. They destroyed 2 computers, my phone. They have stuff on the darknet using my hologram on people's cameras. They're trying to set me up. Other people using my ID, trying to put charges on me in other countries or this country, using my name and electronic harassment to me, and they used my card, or they drug induced me or threatened me with a weapon, and I'm trying to figure out what to do because they spent money in my accounts, threatened me, and they have all my information, and the darknet has somebody using my ID, or even in other places, or on other people's cameras or in people's dreams. People think I was in their house or in their dreams or doing stuff. So can you help me put alert on everything, or even alert people that were dreaming or have things? Because people have contacted me and said that they saw me or this and that, and the government's trying to set me up.
Okay. All right. Um, this issue is really complicated. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. But here's what you can do first.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask if you have a Norton or a LifeLock account in general.
Yeah, I have a LifeLock account.
Okay. Normally, if you're going to ask for a credit lock, or you want to freeze your credit, better to contact all 3 credit bureaus: Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian.
Okay. And you don't
All right?
you don't call those? You don't call those?
No. No. We only get information from them, and then whatever information we get, like if there's a new account created with your information, you might get notified, depending on the situation.
Because I have like the top description from you guys. If you can look it up, can you see my information by my phone number?
Unfortunately, the only way I can find it is either through your partial information, last 4 social, year of birth, zip code, or through your email.
Okay, my email on account is hus_travis@yahoo.com. I'm trying to figure out what description do I have. I think I got one of the top ones.
Yeah, hold on.
And also, somebody sent me a fraud email from Norton saying more stuff. So I'm trying to figure out. They sent a thing saying I owe a whole bunch of money, but I paid for the full thing.
Yeah. That does happen too. Don't worry. Okay, Mr. Travis, I used your information, the email you gave me, HUSKS, right?
HUSS. And I think they even screwed up my thing. When I called, I ordered this, and I had the standard plan, but they screwed up on my last one, and they said they upgraded me to the highest plan, and I just went on order history. It says standard yet, but really I'm on the highest one.
Weird. Okay, you know what? I need your last 4 social instead.
1412.
Year when you were born.
My year I was born. It is.
Yeah, year when you were born.
02/22/1984.
Zip code.
54901.
I'm gonna send a PIN code to authenticate your account, Mr. Travis. Oh, okay. I think I misspelled
Yeah, I should be on the
Okay,
ultimate. I should be on the ultimate plus because
hold
they.
on. Let's
Mm,
authenticate your account first, then we'll move there.
okay.
I can send this PIN code via text or email. How would you like to get this code?
Send it to text.
Does your cell phone number end in 38?
Yes, 38.
I'll send it there. Once you receive the code, give it to me.
Okay. It is 313834.
Thanks for authenticating the account, sir. And no, you actually have the best package that we can offer.
So I got the best one, the ultimate plus, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and how long is that good for?
And that's what I'm checking right now. Your subscription is still good. It's paid until June 17 next year.
Okay, that's good. And you guys can't call the credit bureaus for the ultimate plus?
No. What you're going to do when you call the credit bureau is you're going to set up a fraud alert and
Okay.
credit freeze.
Okay.
That's the first step you need to do.
Okay.
So that no other account can be created moving
I
forward.
just have a hard time getting through since my phone is hacked and they're still doing electronic harassment to me. Like I can feel pressure in my body or thought control or voice to skull or pain. I don't know if you know much about a microwave weapon or electronic harassment or remote neural monitoring. Have you heard anybody call about this before?
To be totally honest, Mr. Huss, this is the first time I've heard about this.
Okay. Well, this might be the first call, but I believe in the future you guys might get 1,000 more calls about this because people are worried about this electronic harassment microwave weapon. I believe it's going to be a big issue in the history. So I would make sure you like forward this phone call, this recorded phone call, to your manager or CEO, so they are aware electronic harassment or a microwave weapon is attacking citizens all over, so they're prepared for the future. Because in the future, people are going to call about somebody might have took advantage of me, drug induced me by electronic harassment, hacked my stuff, or because this weapon can get in people's minds and influence them to buy stuff or make them say if somebody had an electronic weapon on you, say it was any kind of company and they wanted you to buy something, they could get in your head, say go buy that in your skull, because it sends a message right to your mind, and then that person will go buy it. And then when that person goes buy it, they'll get back home and they'll never use it, and then they'll wake up and they'll say, why did I buy this? Or did I really need this? And then they got taken advantage of, which is scam and fraud. It's a new way of fraud, of doing thought to skull and electronic harassment, but it's still fraud because they basically held a weapon to someone's head, or they told them to go buy it, or they confused them or made them thought, which is basically the same thing as fraud. When, say, you send your money to somebody, they call you on the phone, and you send that money, that's fraud. But now the hackers are the government trying to get the world as one government, as some big kind of fraud thing. One government, and they're harassing and setting up people. So instead, they send thought to skull or voice to skull or emotions or hungry. And when they get in your mind or in your body, your mind and body's tricked and they don't even know it and they buy it. And they also drug induce them. So I have more evidence I've been trying to collect on the government or them trying to set me up and hacking all my stuff. And they made me buy stuff and they stole my identity trying to set me up. So I just want to make sure this phone call gets forwarded to your best manager so they are aware of this electronic harassment, the microwave weapon, because then in about a year, this is a really, really big issue. It's one of the biggest stories that came out in American history about this electronic harassment, how far it went. So it's a big issue for you guys to be prepared for it, so you guys are ready to help people. But anyways, I have to call the bureaus.
Right.
That makes no sense. I will try to do it when I'm getting tortured. And what about the stolen? Let's start with let me go on your list. Okay, you guys have a privacy monitor. What about all my privacy that got exposed. Apparently, they watched my computer, my phone, all my devices, and my credit cards, also all my personal memories. They hacked into where they can record all my memories from my brain. They have all my information from my brain and memories, and all my personal information on computers, phones, and everything, and all my personal stuff every since I was born, with sexual crimes, me buying stuff, of anything, me showering, anything. They have all that stuff. So how do I get that? And some of it got exposed to China, Canada, UK, Europe, all over. They have this, my memories and all my personal data on all my stuff in a file in all these governments, which is also sold to Illuminati and other people that are very corrupted. These like ISIS and all of them, they work with the government, but they just act like it. How do I get all that my personal information back from all those people? Is there anything you can send to the government asking for my memories to be removed from the government and any kind of files, identity, illegal operations, any kind of files in my memories in China and the UK? How do we get all this back?
I don't know how to answer that question. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay. Because I'm worried
We
about
should
my
probably-
memories. Huh?
Yeah. We should probably start small first.
Okay.
See what we can only control.
Okay. But you guys could possibly get my memories out of the government and through China and Canada and UK, or is this bigger than you guys thought for privacy monitoring for someone's memories of all their life has been exposed?
This is probably the first time I've heard of this, so
Okay.
I can't say for sure, sir. So
Okay.
let's just see.
But you guys guarantee a $1 million for stolen funds. What about privacy that's been leaked out? You guys do 1 million for privacy that's been leaked out for memories or my identity or anything? Yeah, I believe so, right?
We have no control over that, to be totally honest. So, if your information is already exposed, what you can actually try to do is probably get everything renewed. Like, do a clean. This is my recommendation. I recommend you to do a complete wipe of everything. So.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. A
Like,
complete wipe. Like, clear everything off social media and everything. Everything should be cleared out. Like,
Not
or
like that. Like, first, I guess if your internet or if your devices are compromised inside the house, get everything renewed. Like, get a new device, get a new internet.
If I get enough evidence, all my stuff, all my computers, all my electronic stuff, every device I own, cell phone, everything is compromised, so I should get a new one. And then I could charge that to the person that hacked into my devices?
No, like, technically, if you think that you might be compromised,
Yep.
best thing I can recommend you is just, get everything renewed.
I'll get everything renewed. So most likely, if the government has this high-tech technology or microwave weapon, they put viruses in everything and they can watch all our computers, electronics. The best thing to do is to get a new device. But what happens if the corporation or the company has a back door or a secret thing in for the government to get in again? So do we have to ask these companies to remove this secret chip, like a China chip or some backdoor chip into our computers, and then buy a new one? So all my devices, I need to get new and make sure this hidden chip inside the computer is not there too, right?
I don't think it works like that. So, just get just get everything, just get a new device. That's it.
Okay.
Don't think about it too literally. Just think of it simply. Just change your devices, change your internet box. If you think your internet is compromised, ask your internet company to change the box or something. Double check, ask them to check it to see if there's anything wrong with it, stuff like that. Get a technician out, and then I don't know about the memories thing. I'm really throwing a ball here. I don't know what to do with that. What you can do right now is just set up a fraud alert or credit freeze with the credit bureaus, change your devices if everything is compromised. Let's start there, and then see if you can contact your bank, get some information on those unwanted or unusual charges on your accounts, and then we can probably move forward from there.
Okay, so how do you guys my privacy monitoring? So I should try to work on refreshing. What about the evidence I need about these people hacking into my stuff? These gang stalkers or these terrorists or this government people. Don't I need evidence against that?
I don't know what you can do, to be honest. Probably file a police report about this.
But the police are in with it with the government. Well, at least some of them. Not every police officer is a bad apple, but a lot of them know about this microwave weapon, electronic harassment. Because I was getting tortured, and I asked them about filing a police report, and they said, I don't even know what a microwave weapon is. And not many of them are, they're lying. And they just play games, and they just don't know what's going on. I already tried to file one already, but they act like they don't know what's going on. I even called the military and went to Washington, D.C. or other places, and not many people know. They try to lie and cover it up. So...
I don't know what else to tell you, sir.
Okay, so what about my privacy monitoring? How much can you guys privacy monitor on the internet with my photo, my name, social media, and any company's cameras or dreams or my memories? I want to make sure, and other countries. How much can you guys cover to make sure my people ain't using my image?
Privacy Monitor is a way for you to remove information publicly on certain websites.
Oh, privacy monitors remove.
Yeah. So any personal information related to you, I guess dreams doesn't count probably, but just personal information related to you, like your social, birthday, address, name.
Okay.
Stuff like that. We can help you remove them on certain websites.
Okay.
You can read on about it through our website, us.norton.com.
Okay.
Privacy Monitor.
Okay. And do I owe any money? Because somebody sent a fraud thing from LifeLock or Norton saying I owed like $500, and I'm like, I signed up and I paid it in full.
Don't worry about it. It's a scam email.
It's a scam email? Okay. So you guys, how do I know about this privacy monitor when it says if somebody has my information, and how do I remove it?
It'll provide you instructions there. Don't worry.
It'll provide me instructions. Is there anything on my account right now where it gets removed? Where does it say?
Not from here.
You don't see anything?
No, not from here, sir.
Okay, maybe I have to put more websites in. Does it scan the whole internet? Because I see, I have device. I need to protect my devices yet, and it says I have 84 ID theft alerts. Privacy monitor. I see there is nothing. Oh, it's scanning.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you guys keep up to date with this? Okay, never mind. I got 20 search results. Okay, but it looks like they're not me.
20 different websites has your information publicly
available. Okay. And privacy, to buy it now, it looks like I have to buy it. Privacy monitor. Did they remove all this for me?
You have an option for you to remove it on your end. If you get a privacy monitor assistant, someone helps you remove those information.
Oh, somebody helps you remove it all? Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of like an agent that helps you.
Okay, yeah.
And then,
I'm definitely gonna need that in the future.
Yeah.
How much does that usually cost?
If we're basing off of the website, hold on.
But they remove it forever, or is it just for like that time frame?
Just for a time frame, because normally data brokers collect information indefinitely, and whatever information you remove on certain websites, It will return eventually.
Okay.
Hold on. I'll give you the pricing on what I can get here.
I think it's $84.
Yeah.
It says my personal information might be exposed right now. It says on your website.
Mm-hmm.
It says I can help
That's why I
remove
was.
it, but if I click on it, I can remove it myself?
Yes, you have an option to. You can actually remove it first on your end, and if you think it's too much work, you can get a person to do it for you. Yeah.
Okay, it just says background history, but it's not me. There's a different person on there, but it's coming up as me. So you just put it. This isn't my info.
Yeah. Just do that, and then opt out, and then you gotta make sure every 3 months is the.
It says I have to
is
buy
the
it to
time frame.
remove it.
Oh, does it say that? Then yeah, you have to buy it then.
Okay. I'll have to do that after they keep on using my name all over the place or something. Okay, let's go. So you guys are keeping that up to date? Okay, how this dark web monitoring where I said they stole my identity and the police, the FBI,
Yeah.
and the terrorists are using my image, my ID. They're doing false charges. People are making up stories, like really weird stories on me to try to set me up in every kind of state in the world. And they're talking about on the dark web, and they're making up fake stories, fake rumors, fake web pages. I want to make sure all that stuff's deleted because these people are coming after me, and they're trying to set me up. So how do you
The
guys
dark
monitor the
web-
dark web if they're seeing my name? What about even my first name? What about if they have my picture and they use my ID?
Well, for pictures, I mean, publicly being used, I don't know how to handle that, to be honest. But for the dark web stuff,
Yep.
we scan information related to you through the dark web.
Okay.
Whatever information we get,
Okay.
then we'll notify you if your information is exposed. Say, for example, your email, your just personal information.
Yeah, I think a
What you
lot of
gotta
it's
do-
exposed because the government's recording from my eyes and they got all my memories and they got this camera that can move around by electronic magnet that can record anywhere in the world, and it's like an invisible camera, and it records all my stuff, and they have illegal warrants on my stuff, and they have hacked. They sent me viruses, my phones. I have 2 or 3 computers broke already. Someone hacked into my webs, my pictures. They exposed my pictures, my identity, trying to false charge me. Somebody uses my name in other states. They changed my address before trying to set me up. And there's people on the internet trying to use my name or even put a hack as my hologram on people's cameras and try to set me up. I'm trying to make sure all that is deleted of them trying to set me up all the time.
I don't know how to.
So
install
you guys
you on that
you
one.
guys monitor my picture? You guys don't have anything with a picture on there, and you can scan the internet to see and remove all my
Just
pictures?
Just personal information.
Just
written,
personal.
Like your social,
So it's
birthday.
so
you know,
dark
name,
web
that's
is
it.
the same as privacy then. Yeah.
Not exactly. Totally
Okay.
different.
So my pictures or videos. So if someone took a picture of me and I don't want it up, or videos, how do I get remove that stuff? You guys don't have
I don't
any
know how to
lawyers
answer
that
that.
say we'll do a cease and desist operation for you, where we'll send a letter to the company or to the person and give them like 30 days to remove the picture or video since the person's offended
It
or
doesn't
does not
work
like
like
it?
that.
You guys don't have that, huh?
No, we don't have that.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Huss, I can give you the numbers for Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hold on one second.
I actually had a similar issue like this before, but not as worse as what you have right now.
Yeah, electronic
But-
harassment and someone stealing your identity is pretty bad. Someone stole your identity?
Yeah. And a customer called in before, and then he mentioned that his computer is sort of compromised. They were able, these suspicious people were able to move whatever information that he had on his computer.
Okay.
So what I recommended was have a complete wipe and change, like get a new computer. That's what I said.
But if the hackers, the thing is with my terrorists are hackers, they're in the government, they're called Illuminati or government people. But the thing is, they can watch with a high technology invisible camera and they're in the device and they can connect to the device even when the computer's off. Plus, they can see all my memories and thoughts. So when I see a thought in my head or any kind of password, the government has it. Or when I look at the screen, they can see everything I do. So they're stealing all this information and they can set people up. Or they've been setting up people in prisons for years and years when they know all their personal information, what's in their thoughts and everything. And when you have all this information, you know how to control a person like a robot. If you know everything about them, you can tell when they go right, left, what makes them go eat, what makes them go to sleep, what makes them do a crime, how to steal all their stuff, make them go crazy. Everything you know about a person in the wrong hands, like the government, if it's corrupted, as corrupted it is, they'll just use it to set you up. Because if they think you're bad, or they don't like what you're searching on the internet, or what you're doing on your free time, they say we're saving people by setting this person up before they do a crime. We're setting them up, and they're doing it to everybody. They're just setting everybody up. It's called the Thought Police. They have a movie on it in 1984. 1984, they have a movie called 1984 where they said we go to a World War III about thought police. The world turns into thought police, and people of the world are fighting against these government officials that are called thought police, and they're setting people up on thoughts or weird thoughts or anything, and they're arresting them just on a thought in their mind. So that's what they're doing right now. They're trying to control people by thoughts. And these government that are corrupted, they just can't run the government no more. They all have to it's just going to lead to World War III, and they're trying to make the world grouped up as one. But the only problem is the biggest group is all the innocent people in the world. And that's like 8 billion people, maybe 6 billion. 2 billion might just surrender and just follow these corrupted people because they're scared. So they have 6 billion people to kill these government people, which they're planning to do in 2040 to 2045, kill everybody by disease or nuclear bombs, and then we're all dead, and then they just start over with these government people, and then they wipe all our minds, and so they can live in their free world of people not thinking any weird thoughts, and they can control your thoughts, and they can tell you what to buy or what to eat. And if they're controlling us, the government, we're not even human no more. All these people get reborn, and the cops kids, the FBI kids, anybody in the other governments, they have thought control on, so they tell them what to buy and what to eat. Everybody's a robot in the future because they want thought control. They want thought police. So every action you do after 2040, if the government still runs it under this corrupted government, everybody's told what to eat, when to go to sleep. Everybody is exactly the same. We're all robots, and we don't have our memories probably, and we have no emotions. We're just waking up to do work and go right back, and whatever our thoughts, everybody watch this on TV. Everybody eat this. Everybody wake up and exercise. The world, we're all robots. We have no life, and we're all frozen. But anyways, under the stolen wallet protection, what do I do about that?
So if in the event that your cards in the wallet was stolen,
Okay.
the stolen wallet protection will be able to help you. They can help you get everything renewed without you having too much trouble.
Okay. I'm not sure if they took some of my cards or my other cards, but they saw them. They saw my driver's license. They saw my credit cards. They saw them, and they know the numbers. They have the numbers stored in their files. I can tell you that. All my information. So what do you do about that? Is that under stolen wallet protection?
No, it doesn't cover that.
Okay. So who do I contact for all that? Say my ID, credit cards, social security, insurance cards, and more. All my cards, everything in my wallet and more has all been exposed.
Um, what we can do right now,
Oh,
Mr. Huss, is
okay.
really just prevent any new accounts from being created
Okay.
within the states. If it's anything out of the states, we could probably do something, but it's going to be a long shot.
Okay, yeah.
Right
I
now,
would, yeah, make no new accounts. I am trying to go open a Chase account once and see if it works. As if they have my credit all screwed up by trying to apply for so many things, or who knows what's all going on. So the only one that is going to be trying to get open is a Chase account, just in case my other account has been exposed. Because I'm not sure if my
right,
other
right.
account's been exposed.
Okay, then all right. Okay, Mr. Huss,
My,
I'll give you the numbers now whenever you're ready.
okay. And this is for the credit bureau?
Yes, credit bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian.
Okay, what is it?
Equifax phone number is 1-888-766-0008.
So 88876 what?
766
Okay.
0008.
Okay. That's Equifax.
Next, Experian. Oh yeah, that's Equifax, the first one.
Okay.
Next is Experian.
Okay.
1-800
Okay.
509
Okay.
8495
84 what?
95. So the number should be 1-800 509 8495. Hello, Mr. Huss?
Yep.
Are you still there?
Yep.
Okay. I lost you for a second there. Okay, last one. Are you ready?
Okay.
TransUnion phone number is 1-888 909 8872. Those three, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, should be able to help you put a credit freeze and a fraud alert with your information. Start from there. And
Okay.
then next, see if you can, like I said, see if you can change your devices. I would recommend that. And then, as well as your internet box if you're using internet at home. And you could probably start there. And then after that, see if you can move up from there. Mr. Huss,
Yep.
is there anything else I can help you with for today?
Well, I'm trying to. I'm just going through your list. Okay. What about my? So the stolen wallet protection. What can you guys do about that for my stuff exposed?
It doesn't work like that. If your wallet was stolen or missing, that's where we cater to. If your information was sort of, captured, but even though you still have it, it doesn't count like that. I'm so sorry.
Okay. And what about the identity when people are using my identity all over?
The credit freeze should be able to help you, but if it's being worked on a different country,
Okay.
we
Yeah.
could.
What
I mean, the
about
credit
my
bureau might be
image?
able to-
They have my information and say they took a picture of me, and they can black out the background and they can put me in any movie or any picture, and somebody's using my picture or like in IDs, or I put myself in pictures or in movies or shows or in advertisements or using me and stuff. What about all that for identity? They're using my image or my identity.
It doesn't cover that. I'm so sorry, sir.
Okay.
You could try and put all your social media accounts through our social media monitoring.
Okay.
You could probably start there, and then maybe we could probably help you stop some of the accounts that was created without you knowing.
Oh, so you
through
can,
social media.
so
Yeah, we
you
could
can
start.
stop anybody with the same name as my social media accounts. How long does that take?
Oh, notify you, not stop them.
Okay,
Sorry.
so if somebody opened like 10,000 accounts and they're almost the same name or picture, you guys can call and stop them all? Could you guys write them all down,
Uh,
the notes?
mm, I'm not so sure that's how it works like that, but we could probably do something with the social medias accounts.
Okay.
LifeLock could probably do something about that.
Okay, how do I get notified if there's a whole bunch of my names out there with my picture?
You have to put in your information through the social media monitoring on the app. That you
So
have
it'll
there.
come up, it'll pop up with other people with the same name as me? Say there's another person with me under social media?
Yeah,
I did not see
it
that.
can work. Yeah, it can also work like that, but as long as the information is almost the same, at least the same, you might get a notification.
Okay, how do I see that for social media?
Mr. Huss, you could probably go to the us.norton.com website, and then you could do your research there. See ways on how to protect yourself, especially through the social media. If you think that your information is being used to create new accounts to fool people.
Okay. Okay. And
Just go
I would get notified?
Go to that website. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to keep an eye on it and see if anybody made one. What about it? So even if they don't use my picture, I'll get notified? Or is it just with my picture and name?
Just your personal information. That's it.
Okay.
Picture
Well,
is
so
probably a long
so
shot,
if
but yeah.
somebody makes my name Travis Huss, but they use my picture, but they use a different because social media won't let you use the same email. So say if somebody just makes another one called Travis Huss at Gmail or Travis Huss 112 or Travis Huss 1023 or 223 or they keep on going and then they just put any phone number in, but it has my name, my picture. Does it detect that?
You might get notified. It's on a
It
case
might not
basis.
detect it, huh? Okay, so you guys need some updating with picture identification with the name.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got that. Okay, what about my stolen funds? I said there's a whole bunch of money missing out of my account since they took it. How do you guys help me with that?
Prior, if you lost money prior getting LifeLock, we don't cover that. But if you already had LifeLock and that happened,
I did have
we
life
cover
left.
that.
Okay.
But we can only cover up to, I guess, when did these issues start? If you
I
can
just
take it down.
just like 30 days ago.
Then yeah, we should be able to cover that as long as you have the date when it was charged and
Okay.
the amount.
Okay.
We should be able to help.
So how do I start the process for that? And you can put a note in there that he has electronic harassment or a microwave weapon on him, and it called remote neural monitoring, and they are taking his information or acting like him, or threatening him, or doing thought control, voice to skull, doing using stolen funds for stuff, and controlling
Yeah,
and stealing
I've
stuff.
already put in notes here.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So, how does that? When you guys start the process, what is going to happen? So you're going to start that today?
Okay, hold on. So for the stolen funds, what will happen is that you need to give us the date when it was charged and how much you were charged with. And if you think it's a fraudulent charge,
Okay.
yeah, that's where we help you.
It's all over the place. And how many days do I have to call it? So I have to get all these written down. How many days do I have to call? How many days? Say if I forget to call or I have to write these all down, how many days do I have to call in?
I guess the minimum is 2 months when the charges happen. 2 months
2 months.
before when the charges
Okay, because I have a whole bunch in the last 30 days. And
Okay.
I have a whole bunch of different
We'll
ones.
start there.
Okay. I'm just not even sure. I was looking at my bank account because I have brain fog and all that, and I've been attacked by electronic torture. I look at these charges and I can't tell because these banks and these companies use different names, and I can't tell what is what. I can't tell if I used it or if I was there. I can't even remember much. I can't remember hardly anything. And if these companies are mine or anything. So I would just like if you could do a full investigation on all of them in the last, since July 1st, and asked what exactly, have them verify it was me and my identity and make sure everything was done correctly, and say somebody has my ID and my stuff and somebody's been going around, and also some places they did thought control to me, so I was traveling a little bit, but they controlled me by thoughts and by voice and to my head with a weapon and tortured and electronic tortured. So some places I remember going, but they threatened me to go there or to do it or chased me away to leave places and go to places. So I was threatened for some of those. Do you guys cover that if they threatened me? And it was.
No, we don't cover that, I think.
You don't cover that? You don't think? You're not sure? Put a note on there. I was threatened with a weapon or under thought or induced drugs where they forced me to spend money, and see if that is covered.
All right.
Okay?
Yep, I'll already put it in.
You did put that in there? Okay. I would just start on, you guys should have my account information. Start on I think I have to add in more bank accounts, but start on any charge after July 1st and have them verify it. Tell them they got my ID, my stuff, and everything, and find out which ones they stolen. Okay? Because they follow me, they are here by me. These attackers, knowing all my thoughts, my memories, and everything, and they just know everything about me. So I need you to verify everything. Can you guys send me a complete list of when you talk to them, the detailed notes, and you verified everything, and any cameras, any kind of checks or anything? And remember, they have a hologram where they can do the hologram, where they can hack and do visualization, make it look like a person, and they have all my information, and they can reprint cards or do anything. Saying they have all my memories. They know everything about me.
You know, worst cases like these, Mr. Huss, probably you should go, what's that word? Like, go off grid. Probably that's one of the...
Go off grid?
That you could probably do.
But how do I go off grid if they know everything about me and they know where I live and they can watch me right now as I speak?
I think going off grid, get disconnected out of the digital world would probably help you.
Okay. But they have me connected in the digital world through my mind and through all my devices. I can try to disconnect anything. I looked up electronic harassment and a microwave weapon, and they said the only way to get disconnected is to go in a mountain or go like 50 feet underground with half thick inch metal and be in an enclosed RFD area with no electronics and everything. So I would have to dig 50 feet under, make a room, and metal and everything else to get away from these people. And that's outrageous that I would have to do that. Otherwise, they'll control me or hack my stuff or control my mind and drug induce me, threaten me with weapons, torture me, sexual assault me, make me go places, make me chase in circles, make me spend money, and make me do something a normal person would not do. So it's weird by all these things. A person gets pushed. Say if you're at a stoplight and they're in your mind, or say they put something there, they purposely harass you and follow you. Say they had they add in your mind and say they threw a whole bunch of garbage on the right side, and on the other side they have people jump in the road, you're forced to go left, but you wanted to go right or straight, and then you were forced to go that way, and then you see a hotel or something there, and the other way's all closed, but you had no other option to stay at that other place. But you were forced there due to them following you and them blocking, but you had no other choice to go one direction.
Yeah.
So they forced you to go to the place or buy stuff because you had no other directions and you couldn't go backwards, because if you turn around backwards, basically you're just going right back into them. And you're trying to search and try to get help. You only have one option, is to go one of the ways, but they're blocking many ways to turn, and you only have one way to turn, and there's only a few places to buy from, and you don't have many options.
Yep.
So they're forcing me by blocking, like, say if they wanted me to buy Verizon or buy certain food, they can block out the places on my computer. And if I search them on my phone, like food places, or say if they want me to look at it, they'll block out my phone and say, why don't you try Verizon instead of this cheap internet? Or why don't you go to this hotel? They can block out hotels, block out my freedom and my constitution rights and my right to search the internet and my right to go to any place or to go anywhere or have the freedom in my house. So they basically trapped me into some kind of line with a couple hotels left or right where I have to stay. So how do you guys going to start doing this identity theft and figure out, I mean, not identity theft, the stolen funds reimbursement?
Yeah, just follow what I told you. Just make sure that if you think it's fraudulent,
So I said anything on my accounts
Right.
from July 1st. I can't remember much because they hit me pretty hard with electronic harassment, where they wiped my mind a little bit and gave brain fog, and they tortured me sometimes, where your body goes in shock and that. So I can't remember
Yep.
much. So I would just ask a full investigation, everything after July 1st up to now.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Let's start there first. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess everything's sorted at least. I think. Start from there, and then like I said, worst case, go off grid, so that they hopefully they won't be able to track you. Any case, any other questions, Mr. Huss?
Okay. So the UPS address change verification you guys will do? I mean, if anybody opens an address? Okay, and what about court record scanning in case anybody does false charges or anything else? That scans?
Confirm the that there was a related crime with your information.
There was?
And then tell them that this was to you.
Or there wasn't? Is there
Sorry.
any court-related crimes with me lately?
Yeah. No. I was saying that if your query with your question earlier
Okay.
About court records,
Okay.
contact the institution, confirm that your information was used for a related crime. Then you have to contact us back, and then we will help you file.
Okay. You don't go do court
like a-
scanning?
Yeah, we don't call them first. You
Okay.
contact them
Do you
first.
see anything in the
get some
courts? Do you see anything in the courts anywhere in the world with my name right now?
Not from here. Whatever is just in the States. And so far, I haven't seen anything.
Okay. There's nothing for courts or anything? Okay. And what about this lawyers, the coverage for lawyers and experts? This will cover anything? If I was attacked and fraudulent and my stuff is exposed, say if this has to go to court for some of this, you guys cover it?
Okay, it's going to be a complicated issue. So what we only cover is like in cases of you are a victim of ID theft and where we need to restore your identity, if we need lawyers or experts, that's where we use it for. Just for new accounts created.
Okay, what do you mean by ID theft? So if somebody's using your image and acting like you, that's considered
No.
identity theft?
Um,
If they're
no,
using,
that's
if
not
they're
considered
pretending,
a,
if they're
yeah.
pretending to be you, it is them, right?
Oh yes, that one. Yes.
Okay. So if somebody's pretending to be me, it'll cover it. Uh, so what about if people are controlling a person, or have somebody else acting like the person, or if they're controlling a person,
You.
and
Yeah. I'm
you're not sure?
probably not sure.
Okay.
It doesn't cover that.
Okay. So, but if somebody's acting like a person, totally, it covers that. So that's good news. So, and the specialist, identity restore specialist, personally handle, that just helps you restore your identity.
Yes.
Okay, and the people using my information, or have it, you guys can get it. Well, say if somebody has all my information illegally, you guys can get that removed. Is that covered by lawyers?
It doesn't cover that.
Well, what about if people are speaking? There's people that are speaking in my name or reading all my thoughts and acting like me, and they sometimes they tell me, "No, you're this person." They try to take my name and tell me I'm somebody else, and some of these people read all my thoughts, read everything about me, and they act like me, and they read all my stuff on my thoughts, and basically they're acting like me. So basically that is identity theft if they keep on recording and keep on speaking everything I say, right? That is identity theft.
Uh,
If they're speaking every word I
yeah.
say in my mind, right? And they're
Yeah.
recording
I
it,
guess in a way.
it
But
is, yeah.
as long as you have like, as long as you have like uh, evidence.
Yep.
I guess.
I
Yes,
have
we could
evidence
probably
of
do
them
that.
repeating everything what I do when I say it in my mind or talk aloud. They copy it and they're acting like me. And when I do stuff, they act like me and they are recording it in their voice or another voice.
Mm-hmm.
So it's identity theft.
Mm-hmm.
Acting
Yep.
like me. That is correct. Okay. And the checking and saving alerts, data breach notifications, all this stuff is going through your place, right?
Yes.
Okay, and we got live, 3 bureaus. So this, what I'm more worried about is this stolen fund reimbursement. You put a thing in there for them to start checking since July 1st, then to start doing it.
You have to contact the institution, get those informations that you think that you might that might be fraudulent, and then you have to contact us, and we will help you get your restore your identity related to that.
Okay, so I have. You guys don't contact the bank.
No, we ask you to contact them first for security purposes.
Okay, what happens if the bank doesn't want to help me?
I don't know how to answer that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Then just keep trying. You should be able to get through to them eventually.
Okay, and then they will. And then you just tell them. I tell you I contacted them, and then what will you guys do?
So once you have those types of information we need, the charges, when the date was charged, and if you think it was fraudulent, how much it was, and when the date of the charge, just collect that information and then call us back.
Okay, and then you guys will call the company.
And then tell the next person.
You guys will call the company
Sorry.
then.
Yeah.
The bank
we will
doesn't
file a
do
proper
this?
ID theft case.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll file a proper ID theft case for that issue, and then hopefully we will be able to get an argument about that, and then we will help you.
Yeah, because these people that are pretending to be me, they say everything I say. So it's basically they're trying to be me, and they try to say I'm somebody else sometimes, and they say no, you're this person, and then they try to be me by copying every word I say.
I don't know, sir. I don't think.
Okay, I can get proof of it, and then obviously this is a big thing, and I'm sure there's more people going to call in the future of this electronic harassment microwave weapon. So I'll contact the bank then, and I'll let them know, and then you guys you guys will call these places and try to work out something, or what?
Yeah, just collect the information and then call us back, and then we will file a proper ID theft case.
Okay,
for
so
that.
what do I tell the
Okay.
bank then? Somebody just stole my identity?
You need charges from starting July 1. You need to see your charges on those days.
Okay.
And then if you think once you've collected all of that information, and then pick out pick out some of them. If you think they're not fraudulent, then cross them out. If you think this one's fraudulent,
The
put
bad
guess
thing
put a
is
check
I
mark on
can't
it. Yeah.
tell what company is which, because they wiped some of my memories or did depressed memories, and some of these companies switched their names. I can't even tell what company is what, and I can't tell what I did or what I did, because truly when electronic harassment's in a person, or thought process, voice to skull, emotions, you can't tell what is you and what is them when they're controlling you and pushing you all over the place. And you can't remember stuff. It's like you're in a dream or a movie. You can't remember what is what.
Right. Right.
So I will contact the bank then and tell them just
Uh-huh.
identity theft from July 1st. And then they'll put a mark on it and then call you guys.
No. You have to get those. You have to get those charges.
Okay.
And then you probably have to trust your gut, and then see if you can find out. You find out for yourself if you really did this or did that charge.
Yeah,
did
and the
this
hard thing
charge.
is, even if I did one, because since it's electronic harassment in a microwave, they controlled my emotions, and they basically threatened me, and I have no other option to keep on going forward. And they might have blocked stuff or blocked other places to stay. Like I might have stayed at a place, but they basically kicked me out of another place, or thought controlled and acting like me, or they threatened me, or I went there and and it's like they knew what I was doing. And some places seemed like I had a couple options, but I might only had one option. But they forced me to. Is that covered under fraudulent if they are harassing me, following me, and forced me to keep on going? Is that covered under fraudulent if a person's harassing and following you and hacked into your body and controlling
No,
you?
that probably doesn't cover that.
If they're telling you in your mind what to buy and what to do?
Probably doesn't cover that, sir. I'm so sorry.
It doesn't cover that if they're controlling you? Okay. I wonder why not.
What we can only cover is what we can only control, which is the charges. If it was fraudulent,
But
any new account that was created without you knowing.
if somebody hacks into a person's body, right? If somebody hacks in a body, and they hack in a person's mind, is that called fraudulent? When they hack
No,
into a
probably
computer,
not.
is that fraudulent?
No.
So when a person hacks into a bank account, is that fraudulent?
Yes, that.
Okay.
That,
Any
that
hack
is
into
covered.
any device fraudulent?
Hacking any device, no, that's a different story.
Okay, I would believe if there's any kind of hack into a device where they got personal information, where they can control your information, or can control what's in your computer, or control what you do, or control your actions, is called fraudulent, or even controlled in a human body. Any kind of control or any kind of process in your body, if they controlled it or hacked into it, is subject to fraudulent action if they're controlling it. Or changing. If they're controlling or changing anything, it is part of it.
I'll answer that question, sir. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I'll just mark it down for some of that. I will call them and let them know. Okay?
Alright.
All right, thank you. And what was your name?
Aaron.
Aaron, okay. And do I have a reference number?
Yes. Are you ready?
Yep.
7198 2944.
Okay, I just want to make sure this is all documented. And do you have a last name or anything?
Sorry, we don't disclose
Employee
that.
number? In case I have to
No
reach you for
employee
no
number.
reason? Okay, if I need to somehow reference this for court, or I spoke to you to make sure this was all documented real, and everything that I said is real and documented and this really happened, how do I get in touch with you?
The case ID. That will be the best reference that you can contact us.
Okay, I just want to make sure it's all documented and this is all real and everything, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, sounds good. And that should be it. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome, sir. Have a wonderful day and stay safe.
All right, thanks. Bye. Okay. This is Travis, and I looks like me, but the electronic harassment, they can make images by visualization of looking like me on cameras or in people's dreams or on the internet, pictures, videos. People can act like you. They can put thoughts in you. They can control you like a robot. Unfortunately, if you look up fraudulent, I guarantee anybody that hacks into a device or does any kind of control on a person's body, control or force them to turn a different direction when you wanted to go one direction or changed you to a different direction is called fraudulent because they're controlling you. Let's take a look at it quick. Deception is a pretty involving deception. A thing that deceives. So if they're deceiving my mind and actions, it's what can be considered fraudulent. Because they're deceiving me in thoughts, voice, emotions, and everything. They're deceiving me. Involving deception obtained by involving. Claiming or being credited. Okay. Let's look this up on Wikipedia once. It misleads, hides the truth, promotes belief, concept, or an idea that is not true. Ain't that by a thought? So if they control and did lies to me, or hides the truth, or statements that mislead, or an idea that is not true, that they are doing for a personal gain, which they are doing, with dissimulation? Bad faith, verifying. This is all by thought, Voicetoskull, and them controlling. Betrayal. Okay. Violates. Negative. It's under tort, huh? Under contract law, too. Huh. Okay. And look, we have physical warfare on here. This is a big one. Or given rise to criminal prosecution for fraud. It also is a virtual part of physical warfare of fraud. This is unbelievable. Look at this. This is what they're doing to me right now. Psychic ops, thought control. So it's fraud. Unreal. So this is what they're doing to me right now. And if you look, this word, it also refers to this word. And denial of perception. So it's fraud. If they're doing physical warfare on somebody under this word, which you all see right here, fraud is intentional deception. And deception is physical warfare for fraud. fraud is physical warfare right here. This is what they're doing with a microwave weapon. Emotions, belief, motives, reasoning, behavior. They're controlling my behavior, the controls in my emotions and reasoning. I can claim fraud on all my stuff for the last 5 years or longer. Let's take a picture of all this to make sure this is all documented. Let's make sure we do a document of this. And if they try to lie at the banks, or they try to lie at Lock Life or Norton, or whatever this is, they can get sued because have them look it up on Wikipedia. Let me record it quick. So physical warfare, right here. This is this word. If you read fraud in the law and deception, international deception, right here. It's a falsehood. Misleading is fraud. And if you read all this, the truth and all this, dishonesty and physical warfare, look, controlling emotions, motives, reasoning, behavior. This is all under fraud. Look at this. This is all under fraud. So if you've been attacked by a microwave weapon and you have proven under control, they're controlling you during drug use, thoughts, dreams, emotions, any kind of thoughts, emotion, dreams, any kind of influence, instead of them just watching you, except you're controlled by a radio wave. If your radio wave puts your emotions and yourself out of it, you can file fraud. So right here, we're going to have a major fraud all over the U.S. and the world coming up. It goes by if you're controlled. The question is, how many people have been controlled? And were you controlled at the time of the charge? Or say if they controlled my emotions and behavior one day before, and my behavior, and they got in my mind or a dream, and then I woke up and 5 hours later I bought the thing because they did fraud in my mind or watched something. Is that considered fraud, or do they have to be in my mind at the time of the charge? And how far back do they, for misleading, if they brainwash somebody in their head, say if it was 1 year ago, 2 years ago, and then I remember the memory of them brainwashing me, and then I bought it, do I get it refunded then? Because I was brainwashed to buy, or say if I had to go travel, or say if I had to go buy a company, or say if I was brainwashed to eat something by smelling it, or say if I have to go save people, or go to places, or run away, or do anything for reasons, emotions, behavior, something that was put in my body, even though it was my own actions, but they controlled my actions to do another actions with their actions to get their agenda. They get their agenda with my agenda to get freedom, which kind of mislaps over, but they're controlling people's actions. So how far back do they go? So if you have been brainwashed and they did fraud too, say if they told you to do a crime, or if they're doing drugs in your head, or to do something sexual, that's considered fraud into brainwashing and doing them too, correct? So if they've been brainwashed to hurt somebody, do sexual or anything else, unfortunately they did fraudulent actions to make you buy or to make you do a crime, which goes under entrapment, which then you are freed. Except under mental health if you're a danger to public. So a lot of people are going to be getting freed from prison or from actions if they have any proof from dreams, thought control, voices, or anything for any kind of action, probably for 15 years under these actions because they've been brainwashed. Or all their life. Or they have, say if someone's swearing Tourette's, So if a person's been brainwashed for 39 years, like me, for different things, it might take, and under developmental skills, which is very important, it's harder to get these developmental skills out when you're older. I could say it takes me about 100 years. About 100 years to get it. And if they made me that way, why can't I be that way then? So they made me this way. My argument to the court of law is they made me this way, and if they made you messed up under drugs or anything else, why can't you be that way? They've messed you up. They can't put you in prison for that. They fraudulently set you up. They fraudulently made you this way. So therefore, you have a medical card. Finding somebody else with the same problem where they could do the same breaking laws because they made you that way. So, and they can't force a person if you're a victim, and they can't force drugs in you because they did fraudulent actions that make you this way. The person has to choose it. Sorry, we brainwashed you to do crimes or steal your money or to make you spend stuff. But sorry, we'll refund you, and if we made you swear or do drugs, you can't do that. We're going to put you in jail. No, they're going to have to give you a card to say, no, you can do drugs or about any kind of crime. They're going to say, no, we are going to have to let you do these crimes, but you're going to have to ask us or find a person. You can't just go out there and do it. Okay? So, and they can't force. Say the government did all these messed up things in people's heads, these doctors, or these doctors in mental health places, they're going to say the government fucked you up, okay? And they're going to say, well, let's lock them up and we'll do the torture back to them in reverse. These doctors are going to get arrested. They can't do the torture in reverse for 5 or 10 years when the government did that to them. If they do that, these people in the FBI, the police, and the government, they are sitting in jail for 30, 40 years. And they should get tortured. Because they're torturing us right now to do crimes and spend. And then they're going to try to lock us up in mental health and then torture us again for another 5 or 10 years. It's going to be eye for an eye against these motherfuckers in the government. And they will never get free. If they're trying to lock up the innocent people and forcing drugs down their heads and thought control and forcing emotions and dreams in their mind to make them go back to normal, we're going to force the torture back on the FBI and the police and make them kill people or do sexual or drugs. And then we'll let them do it, and then we'll torture them back to go in reverse. Just like they did to the innocent people and your kids and other people. And that's what it's going to come down to. Are you going to let these people that you tortured be normal and just let them be who they are because you tortured them? Because if you throw them into jail and you torture them to make them go in reverse, and the police and the FBI and all these damn universities that tortured them, we have the right to go eye to eye back. And we're going to torture the fuck out of FBI and police, make them do sexual crimes, and shove drugs down their mouth, and make them drug users. And then call them pedophiles and drug users. And then when they're all fucked up, we're going to reverse it back and electrocute their minds and make them go in reverse. The same thing they did to us for 10 to 20 years with their years. Or are they going to give them medical cards and say, oh, we tortured them to do drugs and sexual, they can do it now. They have to find somebody that is okay with older people and younger people. Or they're going to get it. The FBI and the police. And we will fucking torture them and electrocute their minds. And make shove drugs. And make them touch kids. And make them do more shit. And then when they cry in those fucking prisons, we're going to reverse it. And it's going to be 20 or 30 years till their mind melts. And they cry just like they did to all the innocent people of 6 billion people in the world. And we're going to make them melt. And reverse it. Eye for an eye. Which one are you going to choose? If you're in the FBI or the government, what are you going to choose? You're going to choose it? Or are you going to let these innocent people say they have a medical card? And we'll allow them to do drugs. and won't allow them to date anybody because they fucked up their heads. Or we're going to come and fuck up the government head. The Stanford, Harvard, and the universities, and the government, FBI, CIA, and any fucking government that fucked us up. We're going to fuck you right back up and make your mind do the same thing. So then we're all the same. So again, they are fraudulent doing these actions. They did this to us. They deserve to be like us. Till they accept us. We're not going to be thrown in anywhere. Because we're going to uprise of the people of the resistance and we will fight. Again, if they want us to torture us back and reverse, us, the resistance, are asking to shove the same shit down their mind for the same amount of years and fuck them up. And then will we reverse it back in the FBI, in the police. The same treatment they done to us! And the people watching the same treatment. Back in their heads and fucked up their lives and then reverse it. And waste 10, 20, 30 years of their life. So this is fraudulent. Read it right here. And it is. And the FBI and the police are torturing people. Again, it's right under this thing. This warfare. This warfare is doing it. And again, they're gooing our beliefs and everything. And I'm the one that filed the lawsuits, and I'm going to be filing it this week for me and the people. And I'm taking claim over all these motherfuckers that have attacked innocent people, and I'm making my own hospitals called Back to Community where the people can have freedom again. I'm not letting these damn fucking hospitals jam fucking shit in these innocent people that done nothing wrong, where you fucked up their minds, and these doctors do not know anything. These government people do not know anything. And I will not stand by when you fuck them up more. We will have war till we have freedom. That's why no hospital is going to be touching these motherfuckers except my hospitals and rehabs. Because I'm the motherfucker that knows how to do it and experienced it just like them. And if these doctors want to try to claim over me, they have to come step up to me and challenge me. Because I will yell at them and make them like a little fucking kid and make them sit on a fucking kid table. And make them learn shit over and make them cry like there's no tomorrow. So I dare any of these doctors or universities or a government person to step up. Because I will put them in their fucking place.